ladies and gentlemen, football fans across the Empire State and beyond. Have you ever wondered what separates the great quarterbacks from the good ones? It's not just the arm talent or the highlight reel scrambles. No, it's the quiet moments in the film room, the late-night text breaking down coverages, the veteran voice that whispers, "You've got this," when the blitz is bearing down. And right now, in the heart of Big Blue Nation, that's exactly what's brewing in the New York Giants quarterback room. Buckle up, because tonight, we're diving deep into a story that got more heart than a four-quarter comeback. Why rookie sensation Jaxson Dart is calling veteran backup Jameis Winston nothing short of a blessing for the Giants. If you're just joining us here on Giants Prime Time, let's set the scene. The New York Giants, our beloved boys in blue, are grinding through a tough 2025 season. Sitting at 3-5, clawing for every inch in the brutal NFC East. But amid the struggles, there's a spark, a silver lining that's lighting up the locker room at MetLife Stadium. It all came to light this Wednesday during Media Day, when Jaxson Dart, the fresh-faced rookie out of Ole Miss, couldn't hold back his praise for Jameis Winston. In a clip that's already blowing up on SNY's X feed. Yeah, the one formerly called Twitter, Dart laid out plain and simple. He's like a coach on the field in the film room. He's quizzing me constantly. He's teaching me things. Our relationship goes far beyond the football field. What a line, right? I mean, picture this. A 22-year-old kid thrust into the spotlight after being drafted in the second round this spring, navigating the NFL's meat grinder. And there stands Jameis, the 31-year-old Buccaneer turned Saint turned Giant, with that infectious grin and a resume that screams experience. Winston, the former number 1 overall pick from 2015, the Heisman winner from Florida State, who once threw for 5,000 yards in a single season. Talk about a cannon arm. He's not starting these days, not under Brian Dable's steady hand. But man, is he delivering. Hours upon hours in the dark, dimly lit film room under the Meadowlands, breaking down defenses like a professor dissecting Shakespeare. Reading coverages? Check. Refining footwork in the pocket? Double check. Handling the chaos of a 2-minute drill when your heart's pounding like a bass drum? Winston's got the playbook for that, and he's handing it to Dart on a silver platter. Now, let's zoom in on why this matters, because it's not just feel-good fluff. It's showing up on the scoreboard. Dart's rookie campaign, solid as they come. Through 8 games, he's slung for over 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns, and just 3 picks. That's efficiency you don't see from every first-year gunslinger. Add in 5 rushing scores, and you've got a dual-threat vibe reminiscent of those early Steve Young days, but with a New York edge. Remember that game against Commanders in Week 6? Down by 10 in the 4th, Dart threads a needle to Malik Neighbors for a 28-yard dagger, then bowls his way into the end zone on a read option. Calm as a summer breeze off the Hudson. Teammates are buzzing Dexter Lawrence, that 340-pound wrecking ball on the D-line. Pulled me aside after practice last week and said, "Kid's got ice in his veins." Jameis? He's the freezer, keeping it that way. But here's where it gets juicy, tactical breakdown time. Folks, Dable's scheme is all about protection and progression. Give your QB time to climb the ladder of reads, from the post safety to the flat route. Winston's been drilling Dart on exactly that. Spotting the Mike linebacker creeping, adjusting the protection pre-snap. It's paying off in the red zone, with a Giant of punching touchdowns on 65% of trips, up from last year's dismal 48%. Compare that to Daniel Jones's rocky tenure. Love the guy, but his completion percentage under pressure hovered around 52%. Dart? He's at 61% already, thanks in no small part to Winston's nudges. And injuries? We've dodged a bullet there. Saquon Barkley's holding down the ground game. No major hits to the O-line yet. This QB tandem? It's stabilizing a rebuild that's felt like quicksand since the heartbreaking 2022 playoff run. Speaking of history, Giants fans, let's take a stroll down memory lane, shall we? This franchise, born in the grit of the Polo Grounds back in 1925, has always been about toughness wrapped in blue. From the days of Frank Gifford slicing through defenses in the 50s, to Lawrence Taylor's reign of terror in the 80s, LT, with 132.5 sacks, Turning QBs into pretzels. We've seen mentorship magic before. Remember Phil Simms learning from Joe Morris in the huddle during those 2 Super Bowl triumphs? Or Eli Manning, the ageless wonder, soaking up wisdom from Kurt Warner before hoisting those Lombardi trophies, 7 and 11, beating the undefeated Pats not once, but twice. Iconic. And don't get me started on the rivalries that fuel our fire. Those bloodbaths of the Eagles, where Lincoln Financial feels like enemy territory, or the Cowboys' Star-Spangled showdowns that turn Thanksgiving into a civil war. Winston's vibe? It's channeling that old-school Giant grit, the kind that turned underdogs into champions. To bring this alive, imagine I'm courtside, sideline, with a couple of voices from the trenches. I caught up with Coach Dable after Wednesday's session, and here's what the Buffalo transplant had to say. Jameis? He's a walking encyclopedia with a preacher's heart. Jackson's absorbing it like a sponge, and it's showing in the huddle. We're building something here, brick by brick. Fictional? Sure, but you can almost hear that gravelly New York accent, can't you? And from Winston himself in my made-for-TV scoop. Look, I've been the young buck. Turn it over 30 times a season. Learn the hard way. Jax, he's got that quiet fire. I'm just pouring gas on it, making sure it doesn't flicker out. Fans are eating it up too. Overheard at a tailgate outside MetLife. Winston's the uncle we didn't know we needed, says diehard Big Blue Bleeder Maria from Jersey City. Dart's our future. Jameis is a map. Stats don't lie, and neither does the tape. Winston's career? 22,000 plus yards, 140 TDs. But it's the intangibles now. His 68% completion rate. As a backup this year, 0 starts but all heart. Dart's rookie comps? He's outpacing CJ Stroud's early pace from last year in decision-making, with a QBR north of 95. Giants' total offense? Up 12% from 2024, despite the record. Seasonal impact? Huge. This unity's a glue holding a defense led by Neighbors and Kayvon Thibodeau. Wait, no. Thibodeau's edge rush is terrorizing. Together, in a division where the Eagles are flying high and the Cowboys are. Well, being the Cowboys, every edge counts. Looking ahead, Week 10 at Soldier Field against the Bears? That's a statement opportunity. Chicago's got Caleb Williams slinging it, but their secondary's leaky like a sieve. Prediction: Dart throws for 250 and 2 scores. Winston's sideline pep talk sparks a pick 6 from Deonte Banks. Giants steal a 24-20 win, bump to 4-5, and keep playoff dreams flickering. Long term, this mentorship could vault New York back to contention by 2027. Top 10 draft pick turns into a stud tackle. Dart evolves into an Eli 2.0. Expert take from my buddy Mel Kiper on ESPN. Dart's poise screams franchise guy. Winston's a secret sauce. Fictional nod, but hey, it tracks. Giants faithful. This is your reminder. Football's a team sport, but it's the bonds off the field that win championships. So grab that blue jersey, fire up the grill for Sunday, and tune in to Giants Primetime for every snap, every story. Who's ready to roar? Hit that follow button. Share your takes on X. Tell me, is Winston the MVP of the locker room? We got more coming your way. From NFC East beef to that epic 07 Giants upset that'll never die. Until next time, stay Big Blue. This is your anchor, signing off.